Hey, Ben here. Now, I was reminded of Simon Sinek, the man who popularized the idea of start with why. Now, of course, that talks to a pretty sensible idea. Really, it's the idea that stories move us. And of course, we all act emotionally and decide rationally. So if you want somebody to do something, that you're stoking an emotional response is a prerequisite. It is critical. It's how the kind of human works. But I'd like to pose something a little bit different, that rather than start with why, actually, you need to start with you. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, when I was running my last company FreeState, we were negotiating with big businesses about big projects. There was one instance we were negotiating with Sony, and like I said, it's a big project, kind of total of many, many hundreds of thousands of pounds, hundreds of thousands of dollars. The contract was worth to us. Now, our chairman at the time was really pushing me and pushing us to push them much harder on what we were proposing the fee would be, to increase it by a lot, bearing in mind that it was already a lot. And, I was kind of really torn by that, worried that if we pushed it too much, that we wouldn't get the job, worried that we were overstretching their expectation, worried that we were maybe eroding goodwill that had been built up. Lots of kind of worries, negative fears, actually, and concerns about what would happen. Fear and concern that we would lose the opportunity and everything that might involve. But I decided to go with his instinct. He knew companies like this. He knew negotiations like this. So I decided to go with his instinct, which meant we ended up putting in a fee proposal, which, like I said, was much, much higher than what we'd gone with previously or what we had been kind of floating around with. And we ended up winning the job. So, lots changed in that moment, really. We had another project, and we'd earned, a few $100,000 more than we might have done. But a few other things kind of changed in that moment as well. The realization that actually I was bringing a whole lot of my own baggage, my own worry, my own ideas, my own stories to the work that we were doing. And this kind of happens all the time. It happens in how we negotiate. It happens in how we lead and manage our teams. It happens in how we sell our things. It happens in how we go about the work of our work. Most of the time, all the time, in fact, we're bringing these ideas, we're bringing stories to this, that stories that say, I can do this or I can't do that, or doing this is sensible and doing that is not sensible. And oftentimes, all the time, these are stories which are not really rooted in reality. They're stories which are rooted back in our past, back in our history. They're not about the people we're working with or the people we're working for. Like I said, they're stories rooted in our own history. And that's why I kind of put the idea to you. Actually, it's not about starting with why. It's about starting with you. It's about understanding all of your own biases. It's about understanding the own stories you bring to your work, because these are the things which are affecting how successful your work is, how effective your work is. And if you want to make a change in what you're doing, starting with you, not starting with why, is the place to do it. If you want to know more about this, you want to know more how to explore this or what the opportunities are, then sign up to the blog. Follow the links. They're on the page. They're on this. You'll find them below. Sign up. I go into these things more week by week. It'd be great to continue the conversation with you. But for now, I just leave you with this thought. Don't start with why. Start with you.